So people are making a big deal about canceling all these things because they said, "Oh, cancel culture is out of control," and I really don't. I just don't get it. For a long time, there's been a kind of a reverse cancel culture of people canceling people, black people from talking, people canceling disabled advocates, people can people do uproars over just tiny little things. I mean, people got banned. Huckleberry. Well, that was um, To Kill a Mockingbird was banned for progressive issues. Animal Farm and all stuff, and these are all the conservative side. So first of all, cancel culture is not anything new. Get that out of your head. But the second thing that I don't get is if we cancel someone else, oftentimes there's a replacement. Do you know how many great singers are out there? Haven't you heard your friends? Something or small time band that's just a great singer. The biggest singers rise not because they're the greatest, but a lot of it's just due to sheer luck. Same with actors and movies and writers and stuff. And there's so much great things out there. So when you're canceling someone famous or someone, that often means someone better can replace them or someone else has a chance. Maybe not better, you might find out the worst again. But you are sending a message to people that you will not accept this treatment. Now, I do think a sincere apology can go a long way, but most of the people that apologize online are not sincere in apologies. They're fake. They don't do any action. They ask to donate or promote a campaign, but they don't donate them much themselves. There was a big one with for some examples are PewDiePie, which there's a long story. He did a bunch of stuff before and still does stuff afterwards, but people got upset for people calling him canceled. For people not familiar with him, he's a video game blogger and a couple other stuff on YouTube that I don't really watch. But he made a bunch of South Asians hold up and say signs saying very anti-Semitic things, say very anti-Semitic things in German, and much more. But it's very unclear. I do not want to blame any people in these communities because those people are very poor, and you could easily argue they probably didn't even know what they're doing because it's a different language and they are trying to survive. What he did was offensive, and then he said, "Oh, it's just a joke," blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. But then there was a big petition, and he said he'll start a fundraiser to donate some money. Now he's one of the richest YouTubers out there, and makes some of the most money. So why is he asking other people to donate? That's not a sincere apology at all. And then he stopped the donations because our fans said he shouldn't apologize, and it's all cancel culture. Very, very hypocritical. I can only think of one person that gave a really fair apology, and it's really hard to give a fair apology. And that's when you say, "I did something wrong. I will do change, and I'm going to take it out of my own time, not my other ones, and do fake." And it's not going to be boastful about it. It's not going to be, "Oh, look at me, I'm the greatest," blah blah blah. And that one time I can think about is actually Malcolm X, which we don't congratulate enough. A brief overview, and this is from his autobiography, his own sources, was he began off before Nation of Islam as not that anti-Semitic. It was a little from about, but probably less than average person. During the Nation of Islam, he wasn't the biggest anti-Semite, but he supported a lot of very anti-Semitic people, including the founder of it. And he did support a lot of the anti-Semitic stuff, and he did contribute a lot to anti-Semitism. Then he left the movement, and he actually said, "What I did was wrong." Not only did he say what I did was wrong, without boasting it, he actually put armed guards in front of some synagogues, and much more. He actually protected Jewish people, and that include white Jews, and helped them. And he also said nice stuff about the Jewish community. And during actual events afterwards, where people said anti-Semitic things at random, he stopped his speech and told them, basically shut the fuck up and that he would speak about how horrible that was. He did say some stuff about Jewish people and money and greed, which he was getting less and less there. He was still dynamically changing, but he also did this with other communities. It would be a wonder of how much more he would have progressed and really helped out as a true ally and more if he just was able to live a lot longer than he did. His life was cut way, way too short. But yeah, that's the only kind of acceptable real policy. And then there's people that bring out, oh yeah, and another thing is people would also bring out the fact that he did have some harsh criticism of the Jewish community that we don't let black, that we talk all about pride in the Jewish community, it's all about pride, and that's how we survived all these horrible things, and that World War II was caused by us lacking pride from failure for a moment, but we don't let the black community have the same pride, which I think he uses very strong words, but it's a fair criticism, and we shouldn't tone police him. And you really need to say that strongly, and I fully agree with him on that as a Jewish person. The other thing I want to say is that when we cancel, not only are we looking at more diverse culture and stuff like that, and not only are we opening up stuff, we're also saying to ourselves that we're drawing limits and boundaries that we can put forward for us in other relationships, and makes us have a personal standard that's better. Well, thank you very much for this. Kind of different than I usually do, but just something that's been bothering me. And I hope you found it interesting. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps it out. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers in a year, which is really, really hard. But with your help, I think I can do it. Please also share and get other people. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Goodbye.